we're living in the moment. So don't look back, it's a long, long road ahead. A long, long road ahead.
Hello, and welcome back to Better Buddies. I'm your host RJ. With us this week, it's Tanner.
Ahoy!
Our Better Buddies icebreaker. Actually, before we get too far into it, we got some mail this week.
Ooh.
To go with last week's icebreaker, which for those of you that didn't listen to last week or don't remember, it was what's your most impressive go-to meal that you can cook? And we had Jay, last name withheld, email in his recipe. He said, here you go, buddies. It says Jay's cheeseburger soup. It's a pound of ground beef, 3/4 cup diced onion, 3/4 cup chopped celery, 3/4 cup chopped carrots, 4 cups diced potatoes, 5 tablespoons of butter, 1 teaspoon parsley, 1 teaspoon basil, 2 to 4 cups shredded cheddar, 1/4 cup sour cream, 3 cups chicken broth, 3/4 teaspoon black pepper, 3/4 teaspoon of salt, 1.5 cups of milk. And for a roux, 3 tablespoons of butter and 1/4 cup flour. In a large pot, brown the hamburger, drain and set aside. In the same pan on medium heat, melt 5 tablespoons of butter and saute onion, celery, carrots, basil, and parsley until veggies are tender, about 10 minutes. Stir in the beef, potatoes, and chicken broth, bring to a boil, and reduce heat and simmer, covered, underlined and bolded on covered, for 10 to 12 minutes until potatoes are tender. While that simmers in a small pan on a medium-low heat, melt butter, add flour, and stir until it forms a paste. Cook the roux for 3 to 5 minutes, then remove from heat. After the soup is done simmering, add the roux and stir for 2 minutes. Add in salt, pepper, milk, and cheese. Stir. Remove from heat. Stir in the sour cream. Enjoy. Bone apple teeth. Abadanza.
That sounds pretty tasty, actually.
It does. I don't understand the roux.
I don't either. Is it just like you're like just putting the butter and flour mixture into the soup, or
Yeah.
do you like? Okay, interesting. I would have expected to like add milk to it before doing that to like make it into a sauce that you add to the soup.
And that's one of the things that kind of threw me off. Maybe, you know what it maybe is? I don't know enough about cooking to be definitive on this. But I could see it being a thing to help bridge the chicken broth and the milk.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. Because let me double check that order on that. Yeah, the last things you add into the salt, pepper, milk, and cheese. So, yeah, that's my guess, is the roux helps bridge for the milk to be added.
Okay.
But yeah, it sounds like a very delicious cheeseburger soup.
Yeah.
Thank you for your letter, Jay. And if you want to write into our show, you can do so at betterbudiescast@gmail.com. You can send us fan mail, hate mail, declarations of love and or war, icebreakers you want us to answer, or questions you need advice on. Speaking of icebreakers...
Last but not least.
Oh, that's the episode. Goodbye. Now, this week's icebreaker. If you had to choose one cause to dedicate your life to, what would that cause be? Like a full-on, you put down your life and your social contacts. You'll respond if they reach out, but every aspect of your entire life becomes absolutely and utterly dedicated to one cause. And it's up to you how level of intensity that cause becomes in terms of law-abiding or law-breaking.
Just because the samurai.
I could see if you picked saving the planet to be your cause, you could very quickly backslide into eco-terrorism and just then plain old terrorism. And while the planet does need to be saved, I don't believe the voluntary human extinctionist movement is the right path forward.
Not yet.
So you'd follow the way of the samurai, is what I heard?
Well, no, maybe.
Just go full Samurai Jack with it?
Yeah, I actually have not seen Samurai Jack. So
I've seen
I
clips.
don't fully... I think I saw like one episode when I was a kid, and I
I
don't really remember it.
for the longest time I thought he was silent. Like I didn't think he was a voiced character until in the last like couple years I finally started getting clips of the show and being like, "Oh, he in fact can and does talk."
No, maybe hone in a little bit more on the saving the planet and go specifically saving the monarch butterfly.
Ah, okay. Hell yeah. Why that why the monarch butterfly of all choices?
Because I've had very, very, very few suicidal thoughts in my life. But one of them was, if the monarch butterfly goes extinct, what's the point?
Damn.
So that's why.
That's heavy. You know, and
Like
if I was
they used to be everywhere. Like you used to see just so many of them in a field at one time, and now you don't. It's pretty sad, and they're
I
doing the numbers seem to be okay, like this year and last year, but like still not great.
well, I from my understanding, it's one of those species. It's kind of always been like a constant. We have to keep fighting because the monarch can't fight for itself in against the human conglomerate machine, and the human interest in the monarch butterfly tends to wax and wane
Mm.
in terms of like, oh, are we doing something to harm it? I had a similar thought about lightning bugs. Of
Oh
like,
yeah.
if we fucking lose the lightning bug, fuck this.
Hmm.
Like, that might make me go eco-terrorist.
Yeah, don't rake your leaves.
Oh my god, it was annoying me so much on my walks in the last, like, 2 weeks. Like, in the fall and in the summer, when, like, they're doing... In the fall, when people are raking their leaves up and, like, shredding them and bagging them up, and then in the summer, when they're doing, like, the weed sprays on the grass for like apartments and stuff, and I'm like, no, fucking leave it alone. Just a week ago I saw a bunch of fucking lightning bugs in the yards. And now you're putting all this
Lawns in
fucking weed
general.
spray down. You fucks.
Yeah. Not a big fan of the word weed in general, unless you're talking about the smokable plant. But
It's
um,
one I'm a little torn on, because like, on the one hand, I understand the importance of plants. And that like, all plants truly do have their place and belong. And that the cultivation of lawns in American culture stems from the French and aristocratic drive to maintain lawns for their beauty and to show off the land that, oh, look, I'm so wealthy, I can just have this land sit mowed with grass and nothing else on it. And I can afford to just leave it like this. Um, on the other hand, I am of the mindset that there are. It's almost like a situational thing where, like, especially like growing up in the backyard as like a children's play area. So there were certain plants that were like the pricker thorn things where I'm like, man, if this gets a foothold, this is going to become the whole yard, and then the kids
oh
won't be able
well,
to play.
yeah, that's those like thorn plants. Most of them that you see in like yards and stuff are an invasive thistle species.
Oh, I
So
didn't
like,
know that.
yeah, those shouldn't be here in the first place. Um, and even though like I think it's that thistle that makes like really good bird seed.
Really?
You can't do that because because then you just get invasive thistle everywhere.
Yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense that it'd be good birdseed given it is invasive and it's successfully propagating. That it would have
Yeah,
birds helping. Stupid
it's
birds.
I think Russian thistle is
Mm.
the like
It would
one
be
that you see
Russian.
all over the place. We do have a native thistle that's like Canadian thistle, and that one's fine. And I think it's like less thorny also.
Is that the one that's got like a
So
purple flower?
they both do. They both have
Oh.
purple flowers.
And here I thought I was
I
all
believe
clever
it's-
for knowing that thistles
It
have
better not be
purple
second.
flowers, thanks to Winnie the Pooh.
I'm just Googling. Oh, no. Russian thistle does not seem to be the plant I'm thinking of. So, sorry
Uh-oh.
for the misinformation.
Well, it's a good thing we're not an information podcast. Yeah, I think the cause of the lightning bug is one I could dedicate my life to. I think the other cause I think I would pick would be, I think I could weirdly dedicate myself to religious freedom in the sense of everyone should be allowed to have their philosophical and religious beliefs. And how fucking dare you infringe on anyone else's? But, like, also getting super, super fucking anti, whatever the fuck Christian thing is that's driving it to take over all forms of government.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those, like, humans should have the inalienable right to have the beliefs they choose to have, but in protecting your right to have those beliefs, I also must stop you from forcing those beliefs on others.
That's a core part of the belief.
And they're allowed to believe it. They just can't they can't do anything about it.
Not allowing them to exercise their religion.
It's like the tolerance of intolerance thing. It's like,
Yeah.
well, yeah, I firmly believe you can choose to be wrong, but I'm not going to let you enforce that wrongness on other people. You fuck. That, or I think I'd get super fucking niche, even, like, worse, of, like, just full on... I'm trying to think of, like, some stupid nerd shit of, like, oh, actually, this is kind of stupid nerd shit, but it also would be a societal good, is the cause of bringing Dungeons and Dragons to incarceration centers as a way for engagement, interaction, and healthy coping and growth mechanisms for those who are incarcerated.
Planning prison escapes.
No. And I say that because my dad had a friend who did, like, counseling therapy kind of work with prisons, but would use Dungeons and Dragons as a way to do that, because it's like, well, let's step you outside of who you are for a minute, and let's practice interaction skills and cooperation skills and problem-solving skills in healthy ways that then translate directly to real life. And then bring up the question of, well, if your character can do it, why can't you? Although phrased in a way
man.
that's not accusatory.
My character can do like a triple backflip, and I don't think I'm capable of that.
Not yet. But when you get the triple jump boots... But yeah, something like weirdly specifically niche. It's like, well, it's neat that you're so fervent about this, but like, good luck getting people on your side in any large way. Hell yeah. Our next segment, Better Buddies Recommend, where we recommend a piece of media to enjoy. Would you like to start, or shall I?
I can start, because I've consumed exactly one piece of media outside of Pal World.
I was about to ask. Is
and
it
the
Pal
Odyssey
World?
Since last week. And that is, I finished listening to the first Dune book.
Hell yeah, what'd you think?
I thought it was really good. It's a little bit white saviory, but
That's the point!
that's okay for now.
And again, that's one of the beautiful things about the book, is it is white saviory, but it is also a criticism of white saviorism.
Okay. Yeah, and it's kind of weird how there's like he's like become Fremen. Sorry for spoilers for this book
For this
that's-
1960s book.
Yeah, that I somehow remained mostly spoiler free on up until very recently.
You're welcome.
But yeah, he becomes Fremen, like he's welcomed into this native I don't think they call themselves a tribe, but like it's like native
The
band.
Siege. Or the Setch.
Yeah. And then he's like, "Oh yeah, so you know me, I am Fremen. I am also future emperor," and like that's a good thing for some reason. And they just kind of like they push back in like the smallest way possible of like, "Wait, but I thought you were Fremen." And he was like, "I am, but I'm also the emperor."
There's a couple
and then they kind of go with it after that.
There's a couple things going on. Oh, sorry, continue. I cut you off completely there. I apologize.
You're fine. I'm just at the end of the first book, so like maybe they go into it a little more in the next couple. But it just kind of feels weird that like it's mostly accepted that like, oh yeah, the like mostly accepted by the like native inhabitants of this planet. They're like, oh yeah, the imperial laws are like, of course they would exist. Why wouldn't they? Kind of thing.
Yeah. So part of it is the society is just set up very feudally. So law in general is kind of just accepted as this is the law. Do you remember the Missionaria Protectiva?
Yes, I do, and that's kind of why they had the legend in the first place.
Yeah, so the Missionaria Protectiva is basically something that, because it's the Bene Gesserit, just bake it into like fucking everywhere and we'll seed it ahead of them as a pull in case of emergency that, oh, if you need to, you can slot right into their mythology and become a Reverend Mother and take over to protect yourself. And Paul knows parts of this because of his mother. So he has some of this religious knowledge to help manipulate them. He is also talking in two different ways, right? So, like, he is Fremen in the sense that he joins the tribe, goes through the rituals. It's not you put the still suit on correctly the first time, you're automatically Fremen. It's you joined the tribe and did all the things to become Fremen, but also the Fremen have a mythology of the Maudib, and that Maudib will come as one of them and be as not one of them, but know their ways. So that's part of the Missionaria Protectiva, and that's where some of the pushback comes in of like, oh, he's not Fremen, oh, he has Fremen. But because he earns his place as Fremen and promises he can teach them to kill Harkonnens, which the Harkonnens have been just brutalizing the Fremen for hundreds of years, they're kind of like, you can teach us to kill these guys? Sweet, let's fucking go.
Yeah, but like after, like it's not weird that he joined the tribe. It's not weird that he became one. It's weird that then after that he's like, actually, I'm going for the throne and I'm going to be your emperor. Okay. And like, but like not your emperor, like the emperor. And it's still gonna be like, I mean, not necessarily that they're gonna be like still suppressed by the Imperium or whatever, but like the fact that they have been for so long, and they're basically just used as servants to find the melange.
The difference is it's not the Imperium that's been oppressing them. So, like, the Emperor has not been oppressing them. It's just House Harkonnen. Because the way the political and economic power is set up is there is the Imperium, there is Chom, and there is the houses. And they all kind of balance each other, both politically and economically. It's like a three-way balance. And so, House Harkonnen, as being part of the Emperor, had to make its taxes and follow policy and all that stuff, and was being funded by the Emperor, but the Emperor was not out and out being like, oh, Galaxy, I'm going to discriminate against Fremen. The Harkonnens chose to do that. The Emperor just said, hey, I want spice. And the Harkonnens were like, bet, we're going to destroy this native population because we are just absolutely utter evil. And that's how our, like, house operates.
They really are just cartoonishly evil.
Yes. And then that was part of the maneuvering was like, oh, part of Paul's dad recognizing, oh, I'm being forced into a trap to take over Dune when we sit on basically lush island planet Caladan, where we're just hanging out doing our thing. And part of what he saw was that, like, oh, the Sardaukar, the absolutely unstoppable warriors of the Emperor, have to come from somewhere. And the planet they come from is rumored to be an extremely harsh environment. Therefore, the Fremen, also growing in a very harsh environment, are probably equally strong warriors. And so he was trying to hold... Duke Leto was trying to hold out long enough to get the Fremen to ally with him, to basically do what Paul was doing, just except destroy Harkonnen and then call it good. And then Paul, having the visions after becoming the Kwisatz Haderach, said, oh shit, if I don't become Emperor, they're going to spread out across the universe in my name anyway. If I become Emperor, they're going to spread out across the universe in my name anyway. So at least if I'm Emperor, I can kind of maybe funnel it. And they do explain a little bit more why he made some of the choices he did as far as the Emperorship goes in the next couple books down the line, but it's more because of his prescience and seeing the futures. He sees the futures and where it could lead, and sees some of the destructive paths, where his son sees some of those same paths, and is like, alright, this path has more, like, a ton of destruction on it, but ultimately, in a multi-thousand-year span, is the path forward for humanity to, like, prosper. Whereas Paul kind of looks down that road and says, fuck that, I'm not doing it. But more of like he sees it and his mind and awareness cannot cope with the prescience as well for seeing such far sight, and he kind of shirks away from what could have been.
I've already got like the next 2 books on hold, and I'm looking forward to listening to them.
Yeah, they're fun.
Okay, but yeah, so I've just kind of been like pushing back on a couple things about it, but like some things that I liked, were like the world building was really cool. The like constant scheming by everyone was fun to kind of follow around.
Yeah.
Especially in House Harkonnen with like the Baron and like both of his nephews really, but like mostly Shade Ralpha.
Feyd-Rautha.
Yeah, Feyd-Rautha.
Yeah. The Beast Raban.
Beast Raban. Yeah.
Beast Raban was the guy running the place.
That's his other nephew. That's his older nephew. Yeah.
Played by Dave Bautista in the film.
Oh, okay. Which film? The recent one or the early one? Okay.
The recent ones.
Okay. Yeah, are those films all first book of Dune?
Yeah, the two most recent ones are part 1, part 2.
Okay.
And then the new one is book 2.
Okay. All right, so I'll have to watch those 2 movies now.
They're very good.
Okay. Good. So yeah, the scheming was fun. Oh, okay, so I know the book was written in the 60s, so there's probably just some of that Hays Code and whatever going on. Although, is this a British author?
No, American.
American? Okay. So yeah, the like making like the big villain be like the one gay character was also a choice for sure, and like fat equals bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How far along the like whole franchise do you plan to go?
I don't know. For now, I'm planning on at least the first 3 books, and then we'll see how I'm feeling after that. Maybe I'll go further.
Do you care about a side spoiler? like a side book spoiler.
Seed book.
It's like an expanded. It's one of the expanded universe like books that was written by his son.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
So the Bene Gesserit Reverend Mother, like running the Order, basically put a genetic curse on Harkonnen when he was younger to be like, fuck you, you're gonna be fat. Because he was very, very vain about like his looks and his athleticism, but he was also super cruel. So she was like, "All right, cool. I use my Bene Gesserit powers, and poof, you're gonna have to use suspensor discs because your body will just not metabolize."
Is that a thing the Bene Gesserit can do?
Apparently,
That's not the vibe I got from them in the first book.
well, like I said, it's something his son wrote in, so. Because it doesn't come up until in the main series, it doesn't even get like tangentially mentioned until book 7, which was the first book his son wrote. But they wrote that book after they wrote some of those prequel books, where it's like, so it's this one throwaway line in book 7 about like, I've been reborn as a Gola clone, and I'm no longer, like, he gets his memories back, and he's like, I no longer have the curse of that Bene Gesserit witch put upon me. And it's like, what the fuck curse are you talking about?
That's kind of dumb in my opinion.
Yeah, it's very silly.
Like the whole thing with like everyone calling them the Bene Gesserit witches and whatever. Like I got the feeling it was more because like they were kind of sneaky and had like secret insight on things. And I mean, some of them can command, like with their voices.
It's the voice.
But, like,
they also have the
like,
ability to control their metabolisms to a very nth degree, and like their body functions. So, they can literally like adjust their metabolism. Like that's how they, when Jessica drinks the spice and becomes the Reverend Mother, she analyzes her body, finds the toxin, and like adjusts the molecules to neutralize the poison and make it safe. And like that they can do that kind of stuff too. So like you can't poison them.
Expanding that to somebody else's cells though feels a bit silly.
Yes.
But yeah, it was good. Not to just be negative about it, but I actually didn't care for the recording, this particular recording of it. I thought the main narrator, Simon something, he was very good. He was very good.
Him.
Nothing wrong with him. But for whatever reason, the like director of this production, presumably the director or someone involved, decided let's have like some sections be just a regular narrator reading everyone. And then randomly we'll throw in bits where it's like a fully cast thing.
Yeah.
And it won't just be like one middle section or like just the beginning or whatever. It'll be like in every couple of chapters we'll do it. Why not? And I think you should just pick one.
And it's almost like a thing where they're like, oh, this is a scene I think is important, so this is going to get full cast recording. And you're like, why this?
Yeah, like just pick a solo reader or a full cast production. Either of them are good.
I really liked the voice actor of the Baron. Like, I thought he did a great job.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he was great. But, like, he should have been the Baron every time the Baron spoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was... That recording is a bit of a mess. So I mean, leave it up to your own desire whether you listen to the recording or it might actually be just better to read it by yourself. But yeah, Dune, very good. I think it's good to criticize some of the things you enjoy. Like overall, Dune was very enjoyable.
No, absolutely, you should criticize the things you enjoy. How'd you like Liet Kynes?
Oh shoot, Liet Kynes.
The planetologist.
Oh, okay, so I thought he was pretty cool. His like final scene was really well written.
Yeah.
Like the scene where he's like laying there and he keeps like looking at the birds, like, oh, that's so well written. I love that so much.
And his planetologist mind can't shut off, so he keeps like thinking about the ecological impacts of his body and like, the worm is coming. I've attracted the worm. Meanwhile, the hallucination of his dad is there being like, you fucked up, son.
Yeah, and just like lecturing him the whole time about like, oh, and this is what happens on the planet, and this is, yeah.
His dad, who is
Oh.
also Liette Kynes. Which was not confusing at all the first time I read it. I definitely didn't sit there going, how the fuck is he talking to himself?
Wait, was his dad actually there? I thought he was
No.
talking to himself.
So he is talking to himself, but because his dad is also Liette Kynes, the first time I read through it, I read Liette Kynes said to Liette Kynes, and I was like, what the fuck?
Okay.
Because it's Liette Kynes Sr. and Jr.
I actually didn't pick up that his dad's name was also Liette Kynes.
Yes. Yes, his
I
dad is
never- I
also
never-
Liette Kynes.
Okay. Yeah,
And
I
then-
must have missed the like, oh, Liette Kynes says to Liette Kynes, because I was like, okay, I knew that was his dad talking, and I knew that was him. I'd never got the dad's name.
Yeah. It's also Liette. And then his Liette Kynes Jr., his daughter is Cheney.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, damn.
Yeah, I did catch that.
Yeah.
Ooh, another scene I really, really liked was it, who's the one that plays the instrument that's not a guitar but is a guitar?
Oh, the ballastet? Gurney Halleck.
Yeah. Yeah. The scene, like, when he kind of starts to go off and do his own thing, and and they're going over like, how many men do you have? And he goes, we have this many. And then like one of them's dying. That was a really heartbreaking scene. Like
Yeah.
having him like through his eyes seeing one of his men die, like that was incredible.
Well, that's one of the really beautiful things culturally that is depicted is the, like, Gurney Halleck and the people from House Atreides are saving, like, their entire house is built on loyalty. So if you have a dying or wounded man, you save him at every cost possible until the point where it will be a detriment to the survival. And even then, you still push the envelope to try and save him. Because if you can save him, you have bought his loyalty, and he will fight that much harder for you in the future. And so, like, they're entirely built on just loyalty, and loyalty to each other, loyalty to the house, and that's why Leto is so beloved, is, like, he is as loyal to his troops and to his people, as evidenced by the scene with the spice harvester. And so then when the Fremen are helping, like, rescue Gurney and his men, and they're like, you have wounded men, let us collect the water. And it's like, no, what? No, these men can be saved. It's like, well, they're going to slow us down, which means the Harkonnens are going to catch us. And that is a crueler fate and would kill all of us. Instead, let us kill them now, collect the water for the good of the tribe, and move on.
No, I mean, even before that, when it's just like, I want to say he was meeting up with like some smugglers or something, and like joining numbers with them.
Oh, that
And-
part. Yeah.
Yeah, that part where like one of his men is dying, like actively, and cannot be saved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Gurney's awesome. And then if you watch the old Dune with Sting playing Fade Routha, that is the one with Sir Patrick Stewart playing Gurney Halleck.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Cool. I might have to give that a watch also.
It's a fun movie. It's a fun depiction. But that's also the one where, like, in Sir Patrick Stewart's book, when he talks about being on the Dune set, and, like, that production, and how he shows up and the director, like, wouldn't fucking talk to him.
Yeah, because he thought he was the wrong guy.
Yeah. Because he showed up young, strapping, and with a head full of hair. Or no, bald. He showed up young, strapping, and bald. Because the wig was a wig.
Yeah, because he had seen him in something else wearing a wig.
Yeah. And then I loved the memoir that Sir Patrick Stewart was just like, well, we could have gotten a wig.
Yeah.
Like,
Uh, that book was great too.
yeah. Well, Gurney Halleck is amazing, and then it's just such a fun team of characters and like cast of characters because they all have very like good personalities that then also give you great viewpoints on the rest of the universe and societies. Um, like Duncan Idaho is a 30s or 40s-year-old man hanging out with 15-year-old Paul Atreides. Because, like, he's his battle teacher, but also he's just hanging out because they're friends.
So yeah, my recommendation is Dune.
Hell
book.
yeah. Well, we're running a theme this week because I'm also going to recommend a book. And it's one
Ooh.
that I very much enjoyed, but I also have a squibble and squabble with. I'm going to recommend a book called The Cartographers. Cartographers by... Oh, not that one. Peng Shepherd. The Cartographers is the story of a young woman, or a mid-30s woman, who is a cartographer. Both her parents were cartographers. Mom died when she was a toddler. Dad raised her. They loved cartography, but after an incident with a shitty old gas station map, like fold up travel map, that her father just like her father was in charge of the maps and cartography division of the New York Public Library while she had an internship there in her PhD program. And the incident was so bad because they're both so stubborn that she got fucking fired. Like, he fired his own daughter and they did not talk for 7 years.
Oh.
They still didn't talk because she went back after he got murdered. And like, it's very well written. And so she has this map and she has to figure out like, why was this? Because the only thing in his, like, there's like a secret hiding spot in his desk, and in the secret hiding spot is the map that like they had this huge blow up fight over. And it's being kept in this super special, like her mother's old leather folio that her father would use to hold the most special maps he had, has this shitty old gas station map in it. And he's been murdered. He's been killed. Like, he's dead. His office has been searched through. And so she has to kind of figure out, like, what the fuck is going on with this map. He said it was worthless and useless and junk. Why did he hold on to it this long? Also, why is it in this safe spot? And the day after he's murdered, the same division of the library is broken into and burgled, but nothing is taken. So it's clear somebody is looking for this map. And she has to find it and ends up reconnecting with all his old, like, friend group who split up after her mom died, and, like, is getting the backstory of why they split up and where they all went and what happened and why this map is so special. Great character work. It's very, like... It's like if Indiana Jones really, really fucking loved the New York Public Library. Because there's so much fucking talk about the New York Public Library and the main branch and the Brooklyn Satellite Branch and the Maps Division of the New York Public Library and the New York Public Library, like, funding, and they all fucking love the library. Which, like, to be fair, her dad works there. Her dream was to work there. She had an internship there. Her boyfriend, who she broke up with at the same time as the incident happened because she got him fired too after he got dragged into it. He also had an internship there and had to move on. But it's very recognition of, like, art and science goes into map making and the importance of map making and the history of map making. My gripe is the first of the dad's friends that we meet is a woman by the name of Ramona Wu. And Ramona tells how she first met the main character, Nell. She met Nell's mom in college, freshman year. When Ramona was late, they all went to the University of Wisconsin together. Like, their whole friend group met up there and, like, became a friend group over the course of their time at the University of Wisconsin for both undergrad and master's and PhD. And they mean UW-Madison. But Ramona ends up showing up a week late before everybody else because of her dying grandmother or her sick grandmother or something like that. So she shows up like the day before classes are going to start, and she's super cold because she's in a windbreaker and is from California, and there's a broken window on the bus, so the bus wind is really cold. And she gets to her dorm, drops her stuff off in like the luggage drop-off spot, and then rushes over to the science building for a freshman mixer. Okay, pretty standard. A little weird that it's cold, but fine. You know, windbreaker, it's fall, sure. She gets to the mixer and is freezing. Everybody is in down jackets and scarves and hats. And the room is still cold because the doors keep opening and closing with people coming in and out to the point where the room is cold enough that everybody is still wearing their fucking coats. And she goes up to try and get like something hot to drink, and the refreshments have no hot chocolate, no hot tea, no coffee, no hot drinks of any kind. And but again, is never specified, is it September or January? You have to infer it's January because they're in their fucking down coats. But as somebody who A, lives in Wisconsin and B, works in higher education, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? This is not how an event like this would be run. First off, I strongly doubt the science building at UW-Madison would be so poorly designed that even if they're having this shindig in the goddamn lobby right next to the external doors, that the doors would be opening and closing so much that everyone would have down jackets on. Like, maybe sweatshirts. I could believe sweatshirts. But to be fully winter geared up and at a freshman student mixer, okay, maybe they planned ahead. Maybe it's on the flyer. But in that case, why the fuck don't they have hot drinks? Who planned this shit? Or, I have to conclude, the author doesn't know what they're talking about.
Maybe it was like a wild cold snap in September. So like you could see it, you could see on the like weather forecast or whatever for the day in the news or whatever that you know, you'd need a jacket. You'd get the high temperature. But not far enough in advance that they prepared to have like hot drinks there.
It could happen.
Yeah, things were
Counterpoint.
colder then.
Go buy some powdered hot cocoa mix from Walmart. That is a thing you could do because it's not that expensive. You could get enough to do that.
Now, hold on. What year does the book take place? And then, like, what year is that flashback to freshman year? So the book takes place in the year
2022. The main character is about 35 years old. And I want to say it's 80s. 70s, 80s.
Okay. So Walmart didn't have groceries at that time.
Fine, you went down to the fucking Piggly Wiggly. Or the goddamn Pick and Save. The bodega. But, like, I know there's enough general stores around Madison and the Madison area. Somebody could have looked at the temperature for the day and been like, this late afternoon, early evening mixer probably is going to need some hot drinks because it's so fucking cold. But it can't be that cold because Ramona meets the main character's mother because she's standing at the refreshment table after being told, no, we have no hot drinks. And the mom walks up and is like, oh, hi, what's your name? Oh, I'm Ramona. Oh, I'm Tara. I'm Tam. Oh, you must be cold. Here, take my jacket. Oh, no, I can't take your jacket. No, it's fine. Like, I'm from Minnesota or whatever the fuck. Or no, I'm from New Hampshire or some shit. Where it's cold. So, like, I'm fine. Where it's like, If you're so fucking fine that you don't need your jacket, why do you have your fucking jacket, you fucking nerd? Like, you would be overheating in that case.
She's got her jacket specifically so she can offer it to some fine lady.
Which, that's fine. But, like, also the entire fucking crowd should not be standing there in their fucking winter gear. Because it's not just like, oh, they're all still wearing their jackets because they just, like, showed up. It's like, oh, this person showed up late, and everybody is still wearing jackets and hats and scarves. Like, everybody's that fucking cold. So why the fuck are they at this mixer? They're fucking freshmen. They'd leave.
Yeah.
It made me mad.
It's so funny when there's like a little inconsistency like that in an otherwise really great thing.
Well, like, the other wild thing to me is like, okay, even these buildings don't get fucking updated that often. Like, we know how public infrastructure works, so the science building is probably pretty similar to how it was, which means it's probably pretty good at trapping heat and has a decent heating system because it's in fucking Wisconsin. So, even if it's that cold outside, the interior of the building would not be that cold. Unless you're standing in the doorway the entire time.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to make a trip out there sometime. Check it
I'm
out
down.
for ourselves.
I'm down to do this investigation. I'll do this for you, listener. We will find the science, because again, it's just referred to as the science building, so like we're gonna have to do some sleuthing on that. And then we will go inside the building and figure out where the most likely spot for them to have held this event was, and see how fucking cold it could get. But god fucking damn it. They also happen to then be the assigned roommates, which like, okay, sure, fine. I can deal with that trope. But like,
I knew someone once who. Oh,
sorry,
no,
I just remembered. I just realized this: the statistical probability that Tamara, who's been there for a semester already, presumably because she talks about how, oh, my friend Wally here, like, has been great with the projects we've had already. When it's the start of a new semester, so like it has to be second semester. And then she's like, "Oh, we're roommates." It's like, the odds of you not having or had a roommate are so astronomically low, especially at fucking Madison.
well,
What are the odds?
her other roommate dropped out.
I guess. The probabilities. It makes me mad, Tanner. Sorry, you were gonna say I cut you off.
Oh, you're good. I once knew someone whose dad couldn't enjoy any media because he would find something small that ruined the entire thing for him.
Oh my god.
Like, I think he did actually like Star Wars, at least the original trilogy, but like the explosions in space would be something like that. Well, I can't enjoy Star Wars because they've got explosions in space. Or like some like small inconsistency or unreal thing.
I cannot enjoy any superhero movies because it's illogical that anybody could be that strong.
Probably less about that because like that's like the conceit of the whole thing. But like
no, it'd be like the tensile strength of Spider-Man's webs wouldn't be able to rip that much off a building or something.
Yeah, like that, or like something about the vibranium shield of Captain America was what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Like,
that no material can so perfectly redirect vibration to negate to like be able to withstand that much impact, but then also bounce off stuff.
Yeah,
like if it truly absorbed impact and vibrations, it would hit the first thing and stop.
Yep.
God, fuck that. I fucking hate those kinds of people.
It would hit the first thing and both things would stop.
Oh, I'm thinking like when he bounces it off the walls.
Yeah, I know, but if if you threw it at a person, like even if it didn't kill the person, the like vibration absorption would stop the shield and the person.
Yeah.
Like the person just would not be able to move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, I'm just picturing a really funny scene of the first time he picks up the shield, he just freezes.
Yeah.
And they're all like,
yes.
Steve?
You know-
And he's slowly turning blue because he can't breathe because it's absorbing the vibration of his cells. And, like, somebody goes to try and take it off, and they freeze. And so they have to, like, move the first person to take the shield off his arm, and then, like, use a crowbar to pry it out of their hands.
But now the crowbar's stuck.
Oh, the crowbar can be stuck. It's fine. The crowbar doesn't need to breathe. Also, gravity. The crowbar would theoretically fall off.
Yeah.
But yeah, oh, that'd be funny. God damn. But yeah, otherwise, very enjoyable book. It does a really good job of doing, like, present day Nell learning things and finding things, and, like, after she got rejected out of the entire cartography industry, she's working for, like, one of those shitty little companies that makes copies of famous maps for people who want to feel like they have something cool and old. So, of course, like, they're taking these famous maps and then adding, like, oh, here's little weird symbols, or daggers, or keys, or, like, things that aren't actually on the map to make them feel older. And as she meets, like, the different people that her dad knew, they'll cut back and do some history of, like, oh, this was us in undergrad and how our group came together. Or this was our grad school project, the Dreamers Atlas we wanted to put together and got approval for. And then, oh, here's this, like, summer when we went out to after our PhD graduation, we went out to this cabin and we were going to spend the whole summer working on our final project thing together to get published. And how, like, everything kind of devolved and evolved to the point where it is in the modern day. But yeah, very, very enjoyable.
Sounds like a very fun read.
It is, and I kind of want to, I think I'm going to go try and find the, because it was one I grabbed on Libby just at a random. Because the Wisconsin Public Library system on Libby has this thing about, like, the librarians, the next chapter season 2 read-alikes. And I was looking for more stuff to listen to, and so I went to that and their audiobooks. And it was one of the ones listed, and I was like, it was one of the ones listed, and it was also one of the ones that was available now. So I was like, alright, sure, fuck it, we'll give it a shot.
Yeah, I found a lot of fun books by just what's been available now. A lot of not so great books, but a lot of fun ones too.
But yeah. Cool. And our last segment, how to be a better buddy, or give some real and some humorous advice. Our question this week: which do you carry, knives or multi-tools? With the further details, do you carry a knife or a multi-tool? I'm in the market for both. I'm in the US. What should I buy and why?
If you're in the US, you should get a gun.
The ultimate multi-tool.
Exactly.
Door
Solves
won't
every
open?
problem.
Gun. Door won't close? Gun. The screw
People
won't
keep-
loosen? Gun.
People keep coming in your house because you blew the door off its hinges?
Gun. But none of that shitty modern stuff. I follow what the Revolutionary Fathers intended. Muskets all the way. I keep a bandolier of pistols because it's the only way I can stay loaded fast enough.
I'm a cannon guy myself.
Ooh, fancy. I'm a multi-tool all the way. Knives are nice, knives are neat, but multi-tools have knives on them, and they also have things like screwdrivers, which are intended for screws instead of knives. Or a pliers, which is intended for grabbing things and turning them, unlike knives.
I use my knives like chopsticks, so I can grab stuff and turn them that way.
What the fuck? Like chopsticks?
Yeah.
God damn, how do you hold those without getting your hand cut up?
You know, really carefully.
Fair enough. Asked and answered. Oh. I can see the only benefit to having a knife I could see is if I worked in something that where, like, I had to do more just general cutting of things like boxes or bags, and I needed a knife on me much more quickly, I would then do what my dad did when he had one of those jobs for a minute, of carry a magnet in my pocket. and carry the knife on the outside of my leg, and then also have it be a switchblade, which is legal in the state of Wisconsin.
I carry a like a razor for all the boxes I cut.
What, a razor?
Yeah, like a razor blade. It's in like
Oh,
it's in like a
yeah.
little slide knife
Yeah,
thing, so
yeah,
it's like a
yeah.
box cutter knife. But yeah,
Yeah, those are slick. I got one in my office.
but that's work related. So I also always have a flat multi-tool in my wallet.
Nice.
Not so great in the knife department on that multi-tool,
And
but it does have a bottle opener, which is most of what that thing's been used for.
fair enough. I
Like a bottle opener, a straight edge, a compass, something or other. It's got a serrated edge that I've used to try to cut things. It's not super good at it.
well, it's for sawing.
It's got a little screwdriver. Well, yeah, I was trying to cut through wood,
Oh, yeah, okay.
trying to cut through a twig.
Yeah, I need to figure out how to carry my multi-tool on me again because I started wearing some new pants a few months back, and particularly for work, and they don't have the best like space, like best pocket for me to carry a knife in or a multi-tool in. I mean, on the plus side, my job is such that I don't necessarily need to have a multi-tool as often. So I think I might just leave it in my office. And then, based on the day, I'll have better knowledge of if I need it or not.
Should get one of those one of those
Flat multi-tools?
no, what do they call it? It's not a holster. You put your carrying
belt holder?
you put your multi-tool in and strap it to your belt.
You know?
Yeah,
Hadn't
just go
thought of
full
that.
dad. Go full dad with it.
I genuinely might look into that. I might have to buy a new knife because I don't think the one I have has a holster. But yeah, I'd do that. Because I've got enough instances of it being useful to have my multi-tool on me where I'm like, I've found it more useful to have it than not.
Exactly.
Hell yeah. So yeah, multi-tool all the way. That's my vote.
Yeah,
And then,
I often carry both.
frankly, any like basic multi-tool you get from like Walmart, they're going to be cheap, and you get what you pay for. But like they'll serve you pretty well for a decent time. Like for the first multi-tool I was carrying around and had to replace, I carried that thing for a good like 4 or 5 years and only stopped because it was starting to get a little rusty. A little too rusty, I should say. And the one thing I really liked about it that I can't find on any more goddamn multi-tools I look at is all of the implements are on the outside of the handle. So that they were on the inside if you unfolded it to use the pliers. But if you had it folded up, you could just unfold the knife or whatever other tool you wanted without having to open the thing entirely. Unlike every single fucking multi-tool these days, which is apparently designed to have them all on the inside, so you have to unfold the whole thing, flip out your tool, fold it back up to use it.
Is that a Winchester?
I don't know. Both of them have been things I've gotten as gifts.
Okay. Both. Okay, so all of my multi-tools have also been as gifts. One of them, the one that I still have, and I don't fully know where it is, but it is somewhere in my apartment. I think I got back when I was in Boy Scouts.
Yeah. Honestly, this Winchester
think-
3432 might be the one I had, but in black.
Yeah. Mine also is in black, and it like came with a little holster thing.
Yeah.
And the unfortunately, the like belt loop thing has frayed and is no longer able to be put on a belt.
I'm gonna have to get one of these
but
Winchesters.
I do have that somewhere, and I also had a Leatherman briefly that I got as a gift, but I have not located that since moving, and it may or may not even be in the apartment with me.
Fair.
It may have been left behind, which is unfortunate because apparently those Leathermans are like pretty good and probably pretty expensive.
I mean, I just googled Winchester multi-tool, and the first one that came up was a Leatherman for $120.
Well, that is super unfortunate. I wish I knew where that was. Um, it's like that thing was good quality, and I really never even used it.
Ah, well, can't be helped. Cool. Well, thank you for joining this week.
Thanks for having me.
Love you.
Love you too.
Thank you to the band Problem of Interest for letting us use the song Living in the Moment off the album Cross Off Yesterday. You can find them on iTunes and Spotify. You can find us on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, or wherever fine podcasts are sold. We're also on social media. Our Facebook is Better Buddies. Our Instagram is Better Buddies Cast. We post updates about the show. Our email is betterbuddiescast@gmail.com. You can send us fan art, hate art, fan mail, hate mail, declarations of love and or war, icebreakers you want us to answer, or questions you need advice on. We're also on YouTube where we post up clips about the show. And last but not least, be a better buddy.
Right now in my single player world, I've got a 4-star of that pal plus the anti-grav belt plus the triple jump boots.
So you're just like hovering.
It's very fun to move around with that. It can be frustrating because it's like, oh, if there's like a tiny little ledge that I just want to jump up, and then all of a sudden I'm like 3 stories higher than the ledge. Because like you can't just stop the jump midway.
No,
At least not that I've discovered. But like that combined with Krojiro would be awesome.
Oh my god, you just fly away.